Yo, YouTube. So today we are going to be filming pretty much just an introduction to how I got into golf, my golf career growing up, and then where I'm at today. We've had a few requests just asking to see what or to learn more about what my history was throughout the game. So we figured with the time change, we've had a hard time getting out in time to the course and then filming a good amount of content. So we figured this would be a good little video to throw in there in between the time change and hopefully the weather starting to cooperate a little bit better here in the South. So to start off, I started golfing when I was about 6 years old. My parents took me to golf clinics to where I got to hit water balloons, and I loved hitting the water balloons. I loved being able to get a quarter at the end of each golf clinic. And from there, I started playing US kids tournaments. These tournaments are so good if you have young kids that are trying to get into golf. They allowed me to go to Pinehurst each year for what they called their US Kids World Championship, and seeing the chance I had to be able to travel for golf, I wanted nothing more. So I started practicing every single day from when I was probably 9, 10 years old, and I started getting lessons once a week. I've seen a couple different coaches throughout my career. I have been seeing Tim Hobby since I was probably 13 years old. So just really was doing junior golf, doing US Kids. Here in Texas, I was also doing the STPGA. When I hit 12 to 13 years old, I started playing AJGA tournaments. These tournaments are really important to play in. These were tournaments I was playing in with Scotty Scheffler, Will Zalatoris when I was younger. They're really just a great opportunity to be seen by college coaches, and it's a great way to be recruited. So these tournaments, they're always playing phenomenal courses. All the people working at these are just so much fun. They make it a great event for all the juniors. They're normally at least 3 rounds of golf, and then the invitationals are more about 4 rounds of golf. So in 2010, I was 13 years old. I won my first AJGA event. At the time, they were called Junior All Stars. This really helped me get excited. It helped put my name up there towards the top of junior golfers. Going into the next year, I think the end of my 8th grade year, 2011, I won at the time one of their major events. It got me to being ranked 4th in the world for my age, for I guess anyone up to 18. And at the time, I was only 14 years old. It got me ranked 25th in the world of all ages, 4th for my age specifically. And that really just helped me get recruited at such a young age. That helped me get into what they call the Duke of York Young Champions Tournament. I got to go represent the United States with Cody Prevost. He was another young golfer at the time, and there was 2 people from each country, a male and female, and that was just an incredible tournament. After that, I just kept getting more and more excited. Freshman year of high school, I was really heavily recruited. I was able to go and visit a lot of schools, do a lot of unofficial visits, get to meet the team, the coaches, the practice facilities, and at the time I had gone to see Arizona State and I loved the coach, and I thought this is definitely probably my top choice. Going through early high school, I won a couple more AJJ events, so I ended up winning 4 in total. And I mean, those are kind of a bigger deal if you are to win AJJ events. It really helps kids get recruited by colleges. And my sophomore year of high school, I had probably the best of my golf career ever. I won a lot of big tournaments. I won our district, regionals, and state, shot 63 at regionals. I won our Texas, at the time it was 5A, so our Texas 5A state championship tournament. I birdied the last 3 holes to win by 3. And then I went straight to my first and only ever LPGA event. I did a Monday qualifier for high school amateurs, and I believe I shot 71, but 2 of us got into the LPGA event that week. At the time, it was called the North Texas Shootout at Las Colinas. So this should be in, I think, 2012 or 2013. I was 16 at the time, so it was the most incredible experience being so young, playing in an LPGA event. My first round, I shot a 68. So when I finished my round, I was in tied for 3rd. And at the end of the day, I ended up being tied for 8th going into round 2.
Now we've got your tee shot at the 17th, which I know was one of your highlights from today. Let's take a look at must have been thinking this was cracking. My chance to go in.
I did, and that was the same with the other par 3 before that, number 13. I thought the same thing. But it was funny because me and my caddy, my coach, Tim Hobby, we were discussing which club to hit, either 6 or 5 iron. And I thought 5 iron would go over the green. So he hit 6 iron and it worked out pretty well. I think the second day I shot 76, made the cut, and this tournament had 2 cuts at the time. So after Saturday's round, there was another cut, and I think I shot 76 again, and I ended up missing that secondary cut. But to be able to have played in the LPGA event when I was that young, I was just in awe. I had so much fun. It was probably one of the best experiences in my life. And I decided to commit to Arizona State right after that. And then after that, it wasn't anything that compared to that year of golf I had, but I ended up having my first wrist surgery going into my senior year of high school. I tore my ulnar triquetral ligament. I probably said that wrong, but essentially it is right here in your wrist. It's a really rare tear. It's normally for baseball players, and there was only one surgeon at the time that could do this surgery. He was out at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, so you can't even see the tear on ultrasounds, CAT scans, MRIs. It's just that rare of a tear, and it's really hard to see. So my parents took me out. I had surgery. It was about a year of just full recovery. It was 8 months before I could even touch a putter. So it really hindered just me practicing my mental game. Going into school, I had pretty much taken off my entire senior year for the injury. So right when I went to school, we were practicing a lot, playing a lot, doing qualifying, and I unfortunately got hurt right away. So I retore that same ligament, which is very rare to do. At the time, there was only a couple dozen people that had ever retorn it. So I had to go back to the Mayo Clinic, do another surgery. And this was in October, I think, of my freshman year of college. So didn't get to play any events, just decided to redshirt that entire year. And I wasn't really playing again until end of spring. So fast forward to sophomore year of college, I started having wrist pain again. I only unfortunately got to play in one college tournament. This was in 2017. It was a lot of golf, 36 holes in one day. So just really started getting pain right away again, and ended up tearing the bone completely off, tore the ligament completely off the bone, which they call an ovation fraction. So that was probably the worst of the 3 surgeries in terms of pain and everything that happened. So after team doctor conversations and surgeon conversations, we decided it was time for me to just not golf and medically retire from the team. So I did that in January of 2017, and our team ended up going on and winning nationals that year. So the girls all played great that year. I have a ring. I unfortunately did not get to play, but I love being a part of the ASU team for a couple years. So after that, I stayed in school. I got my computer science degree, and then I went and stayed for my master's one more year. And after that, I got myself a job. I work full time. And then when I met Tyler a year and a half ago, he brought up the idea of wanting to do a YouTube channel. He was obsessed with golf. At the time, I was still hardly playing just because the pain is still there, and it probably always will be. And when he brought up the idea of YouTube, we just started doing it. And now this is a great way for us just to go out, have fun, film, and now we just get to play for fun and get to play for fun tournaments. So I do have a tournament coming up, my first individual one in a lot of years, in February. So looking forward to that and continuing on our YouTube channel. Hope y'all enjoyed hearing about pretty much just my golf career. I know we've seen a lot of comments asking what happened. Why do I now suck? No, I'm just kidding. What happened? How come I'm not playing, competitively, or why I didn't try to go professional? But yeah, essentially just a few too many wrist surgeries. Now I have bone spurs in my other hand. So fun golf and our fun scramble events are now meant for me to play in. Also want to make sure that y'all have seen Tyler's giveaway video. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving away his old set of irons. We are currently at 900, I think, at least as of I checked this morning. So 100 subscribers away. We love and appreciate all of y'all's support throughout our YouTube journey, our 1 year, 1 month anniversary. But yeah, thank you for all of y'all's support constantly, and hope you enjoyed listening to this. Leave any kind of questions in the comments and I will answer them. Thanks for watching. We will see y'all in our next video. Hopefully we can film something here soon. And as Tyler always says, peace.